These are the colors of the Tron thing. Colors of fly in the pervert hand to rub things. Colors of infinite colors. Infinite colors. You know, I think if it's in a different key, it's I can sing that those other notes better, I think. I just have to change the key, you know? So I'm probably doing the different key than right now, but these are the colors of the Tron thing. These are the colors of the Tron thing. Colors of fly in the pervert hand to touch things. Colors of infinite colors. Infinite colors. Something like that, right? Some of you don't even know what we're talking about, probably. You don't know what I'm talking about. What are you just tuning in for the first time right now? You don't know what we're talking about. Anyway, that was on the main show, right? That was on the main show, not the debrief, right? Do we know, everybody? Answer in the comment section here. I want to mention this up top to anybody who doesn't know. If you live in the Tulsa area, Tulsa, Oklahoma, that is, I'm doing a show. I'm doing a live stand-up show on August 15th. That's next Friday. And then next Friday, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Friday the 15th. I'm going to address Raphael in a second here, but on the 15th, it's a 6 p.m. show. It's at Kane's Ballroom, but it's the side room at Kane's Ballroom, which is called Bob's Room, they're calling it. And it's a 6 p.m. show, and just go to bluewhalecomedyfestival.com to get tickets, okay? That's all you need to know. If you are in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area, okay? Blue Whale Comedy Festival. All right. Raphael, let's see what's going on here with you. Tuning in for the first time right now. You don't know who I am. A guy told you to watch this. Well, which guy? Who's this guy? I want to know who this mystery man is. Is he somebody close to you? Somebody you trust? Because damn, if this show isn't good and it's not doesn't live up to any expectation, that might just ruin your friendship with that guy or woman or whoever it is that told you to watch this. So I want to know, Raphael, who set you up? And maybe you left already. I don't know. Maybe you thought, you know what, it's not going to work. Not just for this show, but you and your relationship with whoever that is. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Another chat with. Hey, well, you know what? Good. I'm glad you don't trust him, because I don't want you to, I don't want that trust to be broken after, the disappointment of tonight's show. But I will say this. This is not going to be a typical episode. For the next, I don't know, couple or few weeks or so, the co-host of the show, Laura, she's not going to be here. So you're not going to really, I mean, I'm sure the person recommended it with my co-host in mind, who is really kind of really funny and really kind of makes these episodes worth watching. So you might want to, I mean, you could check it out. You can hang out today, and that's cool. Happy to have you. But if you want the real deal, you might have to come back in a few weeks, maybe September 1st or something like that. And then you'll know what's really going on. A gangster makes you watch that. He'll spank you sunny side up. He'll spank you if you watch it. That's your prize for watching. Yeah, Laura could have been the other guy. Yeah. So, look, if you don't like today's show, I swear, come back in a few weeks. You're going to love it. I mean, you're going to get there's some real laughs to be had at this thing. But you know what, though? It's okay though. We got Chicken Jessica's in the house, of course. You know, you want to say hi, Chicken? Look at this. We got Maxime.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, just saying hi. This is Chicken Jessica, but whatever. We'll start. You know, we don't have to wait for Laura actually, so we can just probably start the show soon. But we got Maxime Lampron over here doing his thing.
Ooh, big one.
That's what you do, man. That blends right into the whole chicken beak of a frame that we have here. And yeah,
Teardrop.
I don't know. Oh yeah, that's the teardrop. Teardrop. Maxine Lampron. You know, he kind of does it. He's kind of emotional. You know, he's got his teardrop on display for everybody. You know,
it's coming down.
Yeah, it's coming down big time. Well, we can anyway. By the way, Raphael, if you're still here, I don't know if you are, and you know what? If you're not, I totally understand. But if you're not here, don't worry. Whatever. We haven't even started the show yet. This isn't even the beginning. This is just the pre-show. Okay. Anyways, oh, Maxine wants to replace the teardrop by an egg, so you got an egg drop. Egg drop. What if you did a what's another kind of drop? You know, rat drop or something like that, you know? Mouse drop. You know what I mean? These are the colors of the brown thing.
Could a mouse drop be, you know, you type a really good comment in and then you do a mouse drop, you know?
Oh, like this?
Like
fly in the pervert hand to rub things. Like that.
Pow.
Mouse drop. I was referring to mouse droppings, really, is what I don't know if that was clear. Was that clear?
That's what I thought of first. Yeah.
Do I make myself clear?
Crystal
what?
Pepsi.
That's right. Okay, let's I think let's just go ahead and start this thing. Welcome to the Chicken Coop. My name is Brent Weinbach, and this Laura Weinbach is not here today, but Chicken Jessica's here, and you are all here. And, you know, this is Max Meyer says, why do they call it the Chicken Coop? Well, for one thing, we call it the Chicken Coop because this is a live chat show that we do live every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And we have different topics that we cover every week. And that's why it's called the Chicken Coop. Do you know why it's called the Chicken Coop, Chicken Jessica?
I think, well, I have a thought. I think it's because of the two Weinbachs, the Bach.
You know, it's funny, but it has nothing to do with that. But I will say this: that's a really cool idea, though. That I admire you for thinking that. And YouTube says almost 2 years in the chat. Give me Mama Celeste. Hey, fuck you. You know what? That will be. Oh shoot, I said that before. It's. Oh no, good. We're past 5 minutes. We should. Okay, yeah. So this is another. There's lots of songs that come out of the Chicken Coop. You know, we've written a lot of great songs actually, and we've also written a lot of alternative lyrics. To well-known songs, but one song goes like this. Mama Celeste had a restaurant. She said, hey, fuck you. YouTube has been a member for 22 months. Wait, was it 22 months? 2 years? Okay. YouTube's been a member for almost 2 years. I say, hey, fuck you.
Imagine 22 years of the Coop.
Mama Celeste has a restaurant. She said, hey, fuck you. Hey, fuck you. Fuck you. There you go.
Got a request for swimming guy.
Swimming guy. 'Cause I'm swimming, 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 swimming. I'm just a guy, I'm just a guy, I'm just a guy. And I am swimming, 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 swimming. I'm swimming for my life. I'm swimming for our rights. I'm swimming, swimming, swimming. Something like that, you know.
Mhm.
I know there's more you know, kind of revolutionary kind of lyrics in there, but that's it for right now. All right, what are we doing here? I guess let's talk about today's topic.
Yeah. Before we do that,
Oh, really? You have something to tell me?
yeah, for a change, I thought maybe I'd talk about.
Okay, just so you don't know, if anybody's new here, this is Chicken Jessica. He's our producer, okay?
Mhm.
And so he kind of knows, he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes and stuff, and sometimes he's in front of the scenes, like right now. You know?
Yeah. You guys saw this earlier.
Yeah.
Um,
What was this thing? What was
this
this?
is,
What was this mouse dropping?
this is something called a super chat, and it's a way to tip the show. Hi, Bryce. Saw that earlier. Oh, another one right now. That's a good theory.
Believe it or not, it's not because of that. Actually, it's not called the Chicken Coop because it's produced by a chicken. No.
We got an
In
Oz
fact,
fan.
it was called the Chicken Coop when we thought, well, now we need a chicken to produce it, so we had to find the chicken to produce it. You know, based on the type. A chicken produces the show because it's called the Chicken Coop. It's the other way around. You dig? You dig?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, these super chats, they're a way to
Can I
toss a
just say something
little.
real quick?
Yeah.
You know, I tried watching HBO's Oz, and I couldn't. Nothing. None of it had anything I was looking for. There was no Yellow Brick Road. There was no Cowardly Lion. There was no Dorothy. They didn't even have anyone named Dorothy. I thought, this isn't Oz. I thought, okay, where are the flying monkeys? Where's the witch? Where's the good witch? Where's the bad witch? They didn't have any of that. I thought they call themselves Oz, and I thought, this isn't. How many people have made that joke before, huh? Think about it. Think about it. All right, carry on. What were we saying?
These are called super chats, and
Yeah, and what they do.
they're a way to tip the show, and they're all kinds of different colors, depending on how much you give. Now, I'm gonna show y'all how to make it happen.
Show y'all.
Yeah, check out this video. Tap on that dollar sign. Classic super chat where you can write a message and slide that bean up, and you'll be a star.
Okay, thanks for that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool, man. Thank you for explaining all that. Sometimes you sounded kind of, you almost sounded like a Peanuts adult for some of that. You know, for some reason the music was making you go sound like a, and then you slide up and you could type in how much you want to tip, and then blah blah blah, and then it sounded a bit kind of like a. Yeah, you sound like a Peanuts adult.
I think I might.
Sorry, did I say Peanuts adult? I meant penis adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound that way. I probably need to adjust the levels on that music. I think it's fighting me.
Yeah,
or I need to get more up on the.
And you made the music yourself, right?
Yeah,
so you're kind of fighting with yourself. How dare you?
Yeah. I got chicken hold.
Yeah, you got boned. Okay, well, yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that explanation. These people really are getting it. I think that it was helpful for people like Marshy.
Marshy got it.
Marshy understood. Boots Riley. Yeah, Boots Riley was here, huh? Wasn't he? He was in the coop, right?
I guess so.
Hey, at the end of yeah, Boots Riley. Okay, that was an amazing time, you know. All right, let's get to today's topic. Today's topic is going to be we're gonna just do, we barely scratched the, I don't even want to call it, barely scratched the collar or the neckline of last week's episode, which was about shirts. So we want to dig a little further into the realm of shirts. Okay. If you like shirts, sit back and observe. Okay. Because we're going to look at some more shirt stuff. You know, it's tough finding shirts that fit. I'll be honest with you, you know, and, but you know, man, and then if I like a shirt a lot, I don't wear it much because I don't want to wear it out. And then I don't end up wearing it. And then it just, what's the point? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Clothes suck for that reason, you know? Clothes
Tell me
suck
about it.
because if you like them a lot, you don't want to wear them out, so you don't wear them. And then you don't end up wearing them. And then you end up only wearing the stuff that you feel okay about or whatever. Clothes suck. We should just go nude, you know? Imagine going nude. That'd be nutty, though. It'd be nutty. It'd be penis and nutty. I mean, it'd be nutty. It'd be nutty in lots of ways. I'll just say that, you know? Have you ever gone to a nudist colony? Would you ever?
I don't know. I don't think I would.
Yeah, me too. I don't think I can't. I don't like to be exposed in such a way, you know. But there are nudist, you know, hotels and things like that. You know, people go there, nothing. But my dad went to some island, I think in France or something like that. You know, this is sometime in probably the 60s or something, and it was naked. You know, you go there naked, and he went to some, I don't know, pool or some hot tub or something. There was different people in there. He was in some sort of body of water. I don't know if it was a big body of water or small, but he was in there, and there was apparently this kind of older woman who was, I guess, looked pretty, I don't know, voluptuous in some kind of way or something. And he went in there, and I don't know what it was, but I guess my dad was kind of aroused or something like that, and then the woman said something to the extent of, why don't you go in this other pool and cool off for a bit? Or something like that. She told him that he might want to cool off or something like that.
She told him to take a cold shower. It sounds like
something like that. She was basically telling, I wish I knew the exact words of this, but so why don't you go somewhere and cool off for a bit? But she was saying it in a kind of friendly way, but it was kind of explaining that he needed his boner to cool off, I guess.
I bet there's a lot of jokes that people, the same kind of colloquial jokes that people make if they're all at a nudist colony, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of any right now. I've never been, but there's got to be. That's got to be one of them.
Yeah, my dad said that he went to that same island. He saw this one woman with pubic hair, and it went all the way down to her ankles. She had really long hair, you know.
Wow.
I mean, long pubic hairs. We're talking like a waterfall, you know.
Imagine almost like I'm picturing a ZZ Top beard.
Yeah. I think it was kind of a ZZ bottom of sorts, you know. Bottom half, a ZZ bottom half. I know that somebody made an AA bottom joke at one point, but it's an easy joke to make, I guess. But if you think of ZZ Top, you're thinking of ZZ Bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't go to a nudist place. I'm telling you, I like to look. I know clothes kind of suck, but I also appreciate them. I even think, you know how a lot of people want to free the nipple or whatever, you know, for women or whatever. They want to, you know,
yeah.
I don't think even men should be showing their nipples off, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm saying, you know, lock up the nipple. You know what I mean? I mean, it's people want to, you know, be able to. Sometimes women want to have their shirts off or whatever in public. I'm saying, let's get it so that even men can't take off their shirts in public. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
cover.
Why not?
I'm saying, close the nipple. Close it. Close.
I'm okay with that as long as it's equal on both sides.
Yeah. It's interesting because I guess sometimes certain men have bigger breasts than women, I guess. You know, why is it is weird that the nipple, you know, as long as the nipple's covered, that's sometimes okay in certain contexts. And I think, I mean, you're pretty much seeing everything, you know, man. I don't know. That's all a bit much. Let's just wrap up, everybody. Let's wrap up.
Mm-hmm. It's all arbitrary, you know.
I'll tell you this. I was in a basketball camp once. I went to basketball camp for a week. and it was really hardcore. I mean, it was nonstop basketball. We're talking nonstop. And actually, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar came at one point and talked to us.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably some kind of community service he does or something like that, you know. Anyway, it was at some kind of recreation center, you know, this camp, you know. But we were mainly outside, you know, playing basketball at all hours of the day, you know, nonstop. It was an intensive camp. And, you know, Kareem came and talked to us at one point. You know, I think he's a cool guy, by the way. You know, I think seems like a pretty smart guy too. You know, I wouldn't just say pretty smart. He seems like a really smart guy. And, you know, he always does well at, you know, Jeopardy. Of course, he's playing Celebrity Jeopardy, which is a lot easier than, you know, regular Jeopardy, but he dominates over these other people. So even though it is easier because it's Celebrity Jeopardy, he's still dominating, you know. So we had at basketball camp, we had to do shirts and skins, and I wasn't about that, you know. I wasn't about that. I kind of told them I don't want to do that. Is that cool? I don't want to take off my shirt. I said I want to jail the nipple. Is that cool? They said I want to what?
I was going to say, did they just let you join shirts then?
No, you know, because it was just sort of random who had to be shirts and stuff. All the boys didn't care about it, you know. But there was a girl who was on my team actually, and she didn't have to take off her shirt. Obviously, she didn't have to. Wasn't even allowed to take off her shirt, you know. And so I thought, you know, I think people thought, well, you know, she's a girl, you know. I mean, that's why. And I said, yeah, well, you know, I don't. So therefore, it's doable for somebody to not have their shirt off. Can I just be part of that? Anyway, I think they'd let me not take off my shirt, but I think they thought it was a little weird. And I'm thinking to myself, I think it's weird that all these nipples are out and free. You know what I mean? I want to suppress these nipples, you know? Sometimes nipples are kind of, they do make you need to cool off, though, sometimes. You know what I mean? That girl ended up being in one of my classes, actually, later on, coincidentally, you know? But anyway, yeah, I went to junior high and we ended up sitting next to each other in a homeroom. It was kind of crazy. And then my friend had this crush on her, and then this other guy we knew, he told for some reason went up to her and told her I had a crush on her, and I got real embarrassed about that, you know, because I said it wasn't me, it was my friend. But you know what? To be honest, I thought she was an attractive girl, though. I did, but there was some miscommunication there or something like that, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to be misunderstood.
I just don't want people to know that I like girls, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I really know what it's like to be, closeted, but on the other end of the spectrum, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Oh, you know what it's like to be closeted heterosexual also?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? When did you come out?
That's
straight, that is, you know.
I still haven't.
Oh, really? It
Yeah.
took me a long time to come out as straight, you know. But now I've got straight pride.
Hey, happy for you.
I'm just writing something down here for later.
Oh.
Straight pride, guys. Straight pride. It's hard being, you know, it's hard being straight, you know. Anyway, so
it was Clooney, by the way, Danny.
What's that?
That was Clooney had the bat.
Well,
nipples.
It wasn't really either. It is Clooney, but it wasn't even really Clooney. It was really Joel Schumacher, though. Did you know that?
Wait, he wore the suit?
No, what I mean is it was his decision to do that.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, he said, hey, let's put some nipples on this thing, you know? Lucky Clooney to get those nipples, right?
Do you think they could have been molded based on Schumacher's own pair?
Schumacher's own? Anytime they do something own, it sounds like zone, kind of, you know? Schumacher's zone.
Does sound like that.
Schumacher, I mean, in some way, that's a funny directorial angle. You know, if they're saying, okay, say he's getting interviewed by, let's say, Warner Brothers for the job, they're saying, so, you know, what is your vision for Batman? What do you think you can bring to the Batman franchise that we haven't seen before? And Schumacher says, I'm glad you brought that up. I've got a lot of really interesting ideas. Well, specifically, by a lot, I mean two. I've got two really, really cool, innovative ideas that will really take the Batman franchise to the next level. Nipples, two of them, one on each breast. And they're going to be hard nipples, and they're going to be, because of the nature of the suit, they're going to be hard all the time. So it's going to really add an element of, it's going to really add the chill factor to the Batman franchise. You know, it's Gotham City, it's dark, it's cold, and you'll really get that impression that it's cold because of those hard nipples. And I really can't wait to see how that affects the rest of the franchise. And, you know, after that, you know, it just became Batman became a household name after those nipples came out, you know?
Do you think is the implication, is there so they're on this suit, but is there actually space inside the suit? Is the implication that this Batman is kind of aroused all the time?
Or cold.
Or cold, yeah. Fine line between the two.
It makes me really wonder, is it implied that he's not wearing any other clothes underneath the suit? You know what I mean? Or at least underneath the shirt part of it. You know what I mean? And then it makes me really wonder, for all Batmans, we're talking even Adam West, okay? Are they not wearing, or even actually comic book Batman, is he just wearing the suit on his naked body, or just wearing it, you know, maybe he's wearing some sort of diaper underneath, but that's it. And then is he fully shirtless underneath the suit? I can't imagine that's practical. And here's why. The skin with the suit, well, it's probably a high-tech suit that absorbs, you know, sweat and stuff. But I would think that you would want an undershirt on underneath, at least a wife beater, right?
Yeah. Wife beater sounds like it would be more optimal, because you don't want you don't want the sleeves bunching up in the arms.
If it was me, just so you know, it would be a white undershirt.
Okay.
But maybe that thing gets pretty brown by the end of the night. You know what I mean? You remember in Die Hard when the guys, you know, Bruce Willis's shirt, it starts off as white. It's a white undershirt, and then it's brown by the end of the movie, and that's pretty cool. It's almost like that was the precursor to hypercolor in a way, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, you know? Full suit and tie. I mean, those nipples are just an illusion. It implies that he's naked under the suit, you know? You know what'd be funny? I mean, if they kept going in that direction for the Joel Schumacher Batman, and they started showing kind of sort of a big vein on the crotch area, you know what I mean? Or something like that. The imprint of a vein, or you saw sort of the imprint of a head. I mean, you basically saw the form of a sort of, you know, schlongus, you know?
Yeah. Sort of a Bane vein, you know?
Bane vein, yeah. The vein of its existence, you know? It could have been the vein of his existence. It could have been to the bat vein, you know? It's a bat vein. That's how you know, do the remix. That's the remix of the Batman song.
Kind of a Batman Seinfeld kind of a thing.
Yeah. Doom, 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 boom, doom, 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 doom. Why does the Joker? I don't know. I don't even know. All right. So, anyway, speaking of nipples on sort of top halves and shirts and stuff, what's going on? Are there any shirts I can find and buy somewhere that might help me with my life?
Oh yeah.
Dum, 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 dum. What's the deal with Alfred? Do you think Alfred was strict with Batman when he was younger?
You know, it makes me wonder if maybe the whole Batman thing was Alfred's idea. He raised him
to become Batman.
Yeah, like it was his idea the whole time.
Yeah. And now, how were Batman's parents killed?
I think they're shot outside a movie theater.
Okay, but they were killed by who? By the Joker before he became the Joker, or that's just one theory?
That might have been, you know, I think there's different. That might be one version of it. I thought maybe it was just like a common street thug, but
here's a crazy theory. What if that thug was paid to do it by none other than Alfred himself? Wow. Has anyone ever delved into that whole idea that Alfred is actually kind of behind it all, and he did it in order to kind of create he sacrificed the parents to create the ultimate police officer, basically, you know?
Apparently it's Joe Chill.
Oh, Joe Chill. And that's why Joel Schumacher had the idea for the hard nipples, I guess. Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, you know, okay, here's another idea. What if who killed Batman's parents? It was Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda. What if it was some kind of conspiracy theory like that? What if it was the U.S. government? You know, they were in on it. All right. Anyway, what do you have? What's going on here? What are we talking about?
Well, yeah, I think we got to play the intro to the topic. I don't think we've played that yet.
Hold on. Justin Coleman says Seinfeld killed at Gotham. You see that?
Oh,
a show in Gotham. At Gotham. You know, there's a Gotham comedy club in New York. You know about that?
I do.
In fact, there was a show taped there called Live at Gotham on Comedy Central.
I watched that.
And I was on it.
Yeah.
You knew that?
You know, I watched that show. I can't remember if I saw you on it or not.
Well, I got a little bone to pick about that show, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll just pick this bone real quick, and then we'll move on. I did it in 2008, and it was I was proud of a bit that I did on it, which was this bit where I kind of hunch over and I'm doing this kind of creepy character. And I went into this person in the audience and smelled them and stuff. You smell well, nice, and all that. And I ended up doing this on Conan in 2011. You could see that clip on this YouTube channel, actually. And I thought it was a cool moment. And the previews for the season, it said this season on Live at Gotham, that moment was used in the previews of me sniffing the woman in the audience and doing this cool bit, right? And that was cool. Anyway, the show airs. My set got cut down to 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay. Everyone else got a 5-minute set, although we taped maybe 10 minutes of material or 12 minutes of material. And they did not use the bit where I smelled the woman. And that's false advertising. And to that bone I pick, because they should be showing, you know, they teased us with this clip of that, and then they don't show the dang thing. And I don't know, that I have a feeling I know why they edited it down. There's somebody at Comedy Central, I think, didn't like that I was on the show.
Oh boy.
There were other people at Comedy Central, I think they liked it. They liked that I was in, but I think one person didn't want to have me on the show, though, I think. And then my manager at the time went above that person, I think, and maybe got me on it or something. And I think they said, all right, well, we're going to use his really good bit and, you know, just use it to tease people and not give it to him as punishment, maybe.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Hey, man, not as bad as when I taped the late show with Craig Ferguson in 2006, and that didn't air. You know about that?
Yeah, I think I do remember hearing about that.
Mm-hmm. That ain't right. I've been trying to get that tape for years. It was a good set too. I got applause breaks and everything, but yeah, it was a good night. I just taped that, then did a show at Largo, and it was sold out. It was good. It was a good night, but yeah.
Do you think? I mean, do you know, is the tape in a physical location?
Yes, it is. It's at CBS.
So this is like a heist that could be.
Well, I thought about maybe trying to make a documentary, trying to get this tape. I almost got it a couple different times. There was a couple different people I knew at CBS that were going to maybe give me a copy of the tape, and then they decided not to give it to me because they didn't want to get in trouble in case it got leaked or anything. And then they would have been, and then they would have been in trouble or whatever. Captain Wrong is wondering something there. What is he saying? I actually navigated Twitch. No. You know that YouTube does live stuff also, right? They basically do. That's what I'm just trying to say. Is they do. It's kind of. It is basically YouTube does stuff like Twitch. Anyway,
they do.
All right. Now, what's next?
Should we start the topic?
I would love. Oh, the topic is shirts, and we're calling it Shirt Plus.
Oh, shit!
It's more like Shirt Plus Plus because we're doing this is kind of the bonus version of it.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we have here? Let's see what we got.
Jump right in.
Yeah. It's Seinfeld right there. Hold on, pause it for a second here, okay? Wow, this is really an interesting commercial. I mean, because to me, these don't seem like choir boys. They seem like choir men, okay, for one thing. It's a choir of 80s men, adult men, you know what I mean? And then a couple of them have these more, let's say, colorful personalities in there, and they're kind of just adding some spice to their singing. This also kind of reminds me of that fake commercial that, we came up with on the Poundcast for Oakley's. Oakley's, or whatever, however that goes, but where it was Gregorian chant for Oakley's. But look at these guys. These aren't choir boys, right?
I mean, maybe they were and they grew up.
These guys are real adults. And you know what? I'm probably older than them, but they seem so much older than me, don't they?
I think it's the hairlines.
I bet these guys have so much fun together. Imagine these guys all wearing Batman suits with hard nipples. That'd be so fun for them. Yeah, choir dudes. Yeah.
That's what they call themselves.
Yeah.
We're the choir dudes.
We're the choir dudes. We do weddings. We do confirmations. We do baptisms. Whatever you need us for. To be honest, we also do Seder dinners and stuff, and we do Jewish holidays. We do whatever you need. All right, go ahead. Let's see. These are the choir dudes. See that guy? Both of these guys are really kind of colorful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he looks kind of surprised that came out of him, and his friends are even more surprised.
Oh, I don't think they're friends with him. I think they're kind of wondering who is this guy? This guy's not part of the choir dudes. The choir dudes are all straight. They're all straight laced. They all wear ties and stuff. They're all kind of, business. Then all of a sudden, this sort of, Waldo kind of guy shows up, and he goes, "Just keep it up." Yeah, Waldo coded. He says, "Yeah." It is kind of interesting because he's kind of, in a way, hidden amongst all these other men, but he's got the Waldo shirt. It is a sort of a nod to Waldo.
It's good. Yeah, it's a good observation.
Carry on.
But, yeah.
Oh yeah, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, yeah, there's usually there's other kind of striped guys in there to try to throw you off.
Yeah, well, this is more of just a Waldo cameo.
Yeah.
Wait, pause it for a second. This guy's kind of Waldo-esque too, just in that he has stripes on his shirt. You know what I mean?
Mm.
He's just keeping the stripe theme going.
This guy's really good.
I think
Look at that
they're
double
all
take.
just these two guys are just rocking these other guys' worlds. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's vertical Waldo.
Yeah. There's horizontal Waldo. It's kind of like Waluigi or Wario or something like that. It's kind of like what do you call it? Vertical Waldo. It's kind of like Verwaldo. He's Verwaldo, and then it's Waldo and Verwaldo. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, okay, pause it. So they all became, it's sort of like they got infected in a way. I mean, it's kind of like they basically got infected with, I don't know, I guess, stripes. These guys got infected by stripes or something, or color, I guess, or something like that, you know? Or they just became cool. I guess they're all squares that become cool or something, right?
Yeah. This guy in the back, though, I feel like he kind of resembles a bumblebee.
Yeah, he's a bee. Yeah, that's from the book Where's Bee? Where's Bee?
Where's Bee? Yeah.
Where's Bee? And then the other guy on the left, that's from the book Where's Blue? Where's Blue? So here's the thing. They're trying to make it seem like, these guys wearing all the colorful stuff are cooler or something. But little did they know that a shirt and tie is cool. And in fact, those guys look cool before. And in fact, they're all kind of older men. Carry on.
Arrow shirts. We've loosened our collar.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you know what it's like, actually? It's kind of like these guys got activated with the ooze. You know what I mean? I think these guys all got squirted with ooze and got activated. You know what I mean?
Like in
Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters, yeah.
So they activate the Statue of Liberty with ooze, and they, kind of put this song on, and then it's like, I think these guys got sprayed with ooze. I think the priest came in and he saw the choir dudes, and he thought, let me just spray you right quick. And he blasted them with ooze, the priest did. And then next thing you know, these guys are singing this song and they're just acting just fully raunch, Look at these guys. I mean, they're just totally wearing sunglasses and stuff, and they're wearing patterns and stripes and plaids and colors and things. Stripes and patterns and colors and things. I mean, hey, look, one guy still remains right there. One guy's not infected, but he's still dancing like he's infected. The guy on the right, and a little bit of the guy in the back too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, interesting concept. But I got to be honest with you. I think I like them more with the ties. You?
I mean, they looked more like a proper group, the choir dudes.
Well, they also look kind of hardcore, like they were hitmen or something, with the ties, They're kind of looking like hitmen, and now they just look like party animals.
They were looking like reservoir dudes.
Reservoir dudes, yeah.
Yeah, look at these guys.
Look at these. This is the reservoir dudes, aka the choir dudes. These guys are dangerous, but they also, can do harmonies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of makes me think of Footloose or something also,
Yeah. Because Kevin Bacon comes to town and he sort of infects the town with dancing.
Yeah. Hey, Raphael says, I'm picturing all of them naked. That's a really great idea. Imagine if these guys, one by one, imagine a remake of this commercial where they're all wearing ties and shirts, and then one by one, some guy starts singing and he's fully naked. and then they just all eventually are naked and they're dancing around and their penises are flopping around and stuff, you know? Imagine these guys, you know, get me higher, and they're clapping and then their penis is flopping and stuff. That would be so good.
They're doing like synchronized windmill.
Oh
penises.
yeah, that would be good too. Yeah, the windmill together. Then they start just putting. And by the way, none of these penises are hard at all. It's totally appropriate. Okay, there's no hard penises here, right? And but then they kind of just, you know, stick. Well, whatever. This is a bit maybe too after showy for me to say right now, but what if they just put the tips of their penises into the butts of the person next to them? Again, not hard, okay? And they do some sort of baby elephant walk, you know, or something like that, you know? Anyway. It just that could be just an interesting twist. I mean, it could be an innovative Schumacher twist to this commercial, you know?
Hey, yeah, I like it.
I want to see them do the baby elephant walk. All right, carry on.
Arrow shirts.
Yeah.
We've loosened our collar.
The arrow is their penis, you know, kind of shooting into a butt, you know? I mean, not erect. It's not a sexual thing, guys. It's just art. It's not sexual. These guys don't need to cool off, you know? In fact, if anything, they need to warm up. Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting commercial. I like it. You know what I like about it? I like that those guys are older, you know? They seem like they were in their 30s to me.
Yeah, they do seem like that.
They don't seem like they're college kids or anything, you know?
These are guys that have money to spend on shirts. You know?
No, wait, they don't?
No, they do. You know, they're a little older. They're
Oh,
not
yeah,
just-
yeah. I like the idea of a group in their 30s. They're all guys, and they all sing choir together. That sounds fun. I would totally join that group, to be honest, you know? I love hanging out with men sometimes.
Hey, I'm doing that right now.
Hanging out with men is really cool sometimes. It's really fun, actually. If you get guys who are really cool and they're really engaging and they talk about their feelings and stuff, it's really fun. If you guys haven't done that, hung out with all guys, it's really fun. It's totally fun. I've done it before and it's really fun. Anyway, all right, what else you got?
Yeah, we got just shirts. I think like some of the beginning of this commercial was cut off, but
Oh yeah,
it's still good.
all right.
The shirts and ties. But that's what we got.
Wait, hold on a second. Pause it. What's the deal with the whole idea? What sunglasses? Another running theme here with the last commercial was sunglasses. It's not a sunglasses commercial. It's a shirt commercial. No. So what gives with all these sunglasses and stuff? And then that other guy from the Pervert commercial that we saw last week, he was wearing sunglasses too when he did that whole, you know, power blade move, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What gives on sunglasses? I've never worn sunglasses my whole life. You know that?
Really? Wow.
Why would I wear sunglasses when I could just do this for free? No, just kidding. That's not my joke. That I actually forgot the name of the comedian who does that as a joke. But I never worn sunglasses ever because one, I don't want to look like I'm trying to look cool. And two, I think I don't want to distort my vision of the real world. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see things as they are. Okay, I take it back. I've gone skiing before and I have worn sunglasses in the snow. You have to do it or you will burn your eyes.
Mm.
You understand?
Were you skiing?
Yeah, I did. I skied. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I skied and I needed to wear sunglasses for my skiing. That's it. That's understandable. But if I was out and about buying t-shirts or shirts, I don't need any sunglasses. I'm not like that. I've never worn sunglasses and I never will. I mean, I've worn sunglasses if I was pretending to be blind that one time when I delivered pizzas. But other than that, no. You know, I pretended to be blind when I was delivering pizzas one time.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I wish I
pretty
knew
cool.
the episode that story was on.
Yeah, Laura was there, you know. It was actually Laura's shift, actually. It went on Laura's shift and did it, yeah. All right, let's take it from the top here. Let's see. Man, too bad we don't get the ramp up to this song. This is the chorus or something, or we don't get the intro to this. I bet it was a good song.
Yeah.
The shirts and
I have worn a hat. Yeah, I have worn a hat though. I've had different baseball hats in my life that I've worn. I don't generally wear hats, but sometimes I do every now and then.
Do you have so what was it, a sports team on there?
Yeah, well, the first hat I had, which was in junior high, was a LA Dodgers hat. It just said LA on it. It was blue.
Mm.
And then I switched over to the St. Louis Cardinals only because, my dad is from Missouri, from St. Louis, and my granddad or my uncle, I think my uncle gave me the hat. And I said, all right, I'll do that. It was a white hat with red, letters on it. And then I switched over to just a black hat. It was a black baseball hat with no logos on it or anything. And then I thought, man, I want a Dodgers hat again, but I want a good quality one. And I wanted one with a snapback. With it, a lot of, they don't really do snapbacks anymore. I don't know, maybe they do now, but they didn't for the Dodgers hat. And then my sister's boyfriend at the time, he worked for the Dodgers, and he somehow was able to get me one of these older versions of the hats. And it was good quality material, kind of like the wool material, and it had the snapback, and I still have that to this day, and I'll wear it every now and then. In fact, I wore it in the baseball versus skateboarding video I did with Doug.
No, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my last hat.
You look good in a hat.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. You know that when I was at a certain point in my life, I think maybe I was a senior in high school, I actually wore a hat backwards, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine me,
I've
of all
never-
people, wearing a hat backwards? Come on now.
That's kind of the epitome of you're trying to look cool,
Well, one time I wasn't trying. I don't know. It just seemed to work. And you know what else? I went fishing once, and I was wearing my hat backwards, and I got a picture of me reeling something in, and I'm kind of going, I caught something, and I got the hat backwards and stuff. It's pretty different. Carry on.
I kind of like it when people, sometimes people will turn their hat backwards to if they're doing something, they don't want it to get in the way.
Yeah. I think that was the idea. I was fishing, I didn't want it to get in the way, If that fish came a flopping, I needed, I didn't want the bill of the hat to sort of mess up that flop, I wanted, if that fish has come as a flopping, I didn't want to be stopping.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. We got to see that edit again. That looked really crazy to me.
Yeah,
This looks nutty, by the way. This is nuts. This doesn't look like a shirt commercial, but carry on. I think these people are all blind.
Does it cut? I'm trying to see if these are different
People?
cuts back and forth to
Oh, it is?
two groups of people, I think. Yeah.
Oh, it's just back and forth, huh?
Yeah, it's just different shots of the same two couples.
That's kind of very interesting, man. Maybe they're swingers, Maybe they did wife swap.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if they were like paired up differently in each one.
Yeah. It's interesting, though, because it's almost like that's their parallel twin or something, All right, carry on.
But that's what we got. Stop right.
I know, it's funny that
we
she's
gotta go.
unzipping him. That's really funny. Because he's not even looking at her. He's looking at, what does he look at? First of all, the way he's holding his pants. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Blow it up.
He's doing some buckle work.
He's kind of going like this.
And there's an arrow pointing down.
How can I
How back can you get?
go? He's kind of like this. He's kind of going like this. He's going. And I'm getting unzipped right here,
Uh-huh.
He's not even paying attention to the woman. He's not even paying attention. He's just, I don't know what he's looking at, I think he's probably, oh, you know what he's looking at? He's looking at a similar couple that's getting unzipped also. You know what I mean? He's looking at his parallel twin getting unzipped.
He looks like he's deep inside his mind right now.
He just looks deep inside of himself or inside his
Mhm.
parallel twin. I think
Yeah.
he's doing a baby elephant walk with himself in his mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, that's what we've got.
That guy looked artsy as all heck. Did you see him? Look at that guy. That guy's a
Mhm.
full-on German, kind of avant-garde Berlin guy. Look at him. You know what I mean? He's totally Udo Kier style. You know Udo Kier? He's going all Udo. You know Udo Kier?
I've heard the name.
Let's bring up a picture of him if you can, if it's easy. Udo Kier. You've seen him in movies like, or you've seen him in the Kingdom. The Kingdom, the miniseries, The Kingdom. You saw him in that.
I didn't see The Kingdom.
You saw him in lots of stuff. He's always plays the artsy guy, Udo Kier. He is an artsy guy, Udo Kier.
Oh, he does look familiar. Yeah.
You know Udo Kier. He's in the Kingdom. You know The Kingdom?
Mm-mm.
It's about that hospital. Anyway, this guy's artsy as heck. What's the name of that guy? Klaus something?
Klaus Nomi?
Yeah, look at that. This guy kind of reminds me of a Klaus Nomi type,
I could see that. I got a picture of Udo Kier I'm bringing up. Let's see.
Okay, so he's older in this picture, but yeah, I mean, that guy is Udo Kier, isn't he?
Mhm.
Udo Kier. I'm saying Kier. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what we've got.
Anyway, this guy looks so artsy to me. This guy just took this commercial to the next kind of avant-garde level.
Well, he's sort of presenting that shirt like, it's like
He's just, here is the shirt. Do with it what you will. You can put it on your body or you can put it inside your ass. I don't care what you do with the shirt. Just take it from me and do what you want with it. I don't care. You can put it in your ass or you can wrap it around your schlong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. He's yeah.
Hey, here's the shirt. It's like this. Take the shirt and do with it what you will. You can wipe yourself up with it. You can put it on your body to keep yourself warm, or you can just stuff it in your mouth and use it as a choker. Whatever you want to do, it's your choice. It's not a shirt. It's art. That's what basically he's saying. He's saying it's art, basically. Yeah, it is kind of like a Sprockets type thing, Welcome to Sprockets. This is my shirt. Hi, my name is Han. My name is Jan, and this is my shirt. Would you like me to try it on for you, or would you like to just imagine what it looked like when I wrap it around my schlongus? All right, what do you have next? Let's carry on. I'm going to would you like to see me wipe my ass with it?
We got the best. That's what we've got. Just shirts.
For spring sale, that's what we've got. James & Barron Spring Styles now 25% off. Search
Oh my
for
God, this is so artsy.
25% off. Improvised shirts as low as $9.99. Great style.
Wait, pause it. Look how artsy this is. They're acting like mannequins or something. It's nuts. Somebody mentioned mannequin earlier. They're total mannequins.
Yeah, living mannequins.
I mean, okay,
couples.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. I really got to hand it to this commercial. I think it's a work of art.
Oh, wow.
Take it back just a little bit. Let's see this guy do his rant.
Got James & Barron Spring Styles now 25% off. Search over Olympia tops now 25% off. Improvised shirts as low as $9.99. Great.
Wait, pause it. Did he say improvised shirts?
Yeah.
Improvised shirts? Listen to what he says. Improvised shirts? Oh, someone else heard that too. Yeah, he says improvised shirts. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Oh, you do improv in those shirts, Hey, welcome to improvised shirts. Give us a name of any shirt right now. Okay, Jordash, we're going to incorporate it. It's going to be completely on the spot. Okay, something like that, right? He's like, name any shirt. We'll put it on right now. Name any shirt. We're gonna find the shirt for you, whatever it is. You know, you want to unzip the shirt. I don't know.
That is a funny idea. People just they do improvisation shows in the store. People are calling out shirt brands, and then they're just putting them on.
Yeah, and maybe they're acting out different scenes or something. Like they say, okay, unzip, and they go, okay, here go the unzip right here. Yeah. I don't know. Or they just, oh, you know what? That's what that is. They're a troupe. They're an improv troupe. This whole group right here. You know what I mean? Oh, and that explains the sunglasses. Like, you know, the sunglasses actually make sense as an improv thing. You know what I mean? I think actually that's the name of their group, Just Shirts, and it's an improv group. That actually all makes sense. Let's hear him say that again, I think.
Let's see.
We've got Just Shirts. The spring sale, that's what we've got. James Band spring styles, now 25% off.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did he say freestyle? Everything is all kind of, you know, off the cuff here. Listen to what he says.
We've got James Band spring styles, now 25% off. Search over
Spring styles?
Okay, maybe you're right. He says spring style, yeah.
the spring sale, that's what we've got. James Band spring styles, now 25% off. Search over Lengthy tops, now 25% off. Improvised shirts as low as $9.99. Great styles, great prices. That's what we've got. Just Shirts. We've got the best. That's what we've got. Just Shirts.
I think this commercial is very well done.
It's yeah, I mean, hey, if you want some fast editing with some cool looking people, then
Well, they also came up with a song too, you know?
oh, that's true.
All right. Let's do this. Let's wrap up the shirt. I mean, let's wrap up the episode.
Let's wrap up the nips.
Listen, we got way more commercials than this, right?
Yeah.
Wait, did we only do one?
We did
No,
two.
we did two. We did two. Okay, good. At least we did two.
We got so many.
We have so many, guys. We're going to try to do 5 on the after show debrief, okay? It might be kind of fun. And if you want to join us for the after show debrief, well, you'd have to become a member, okay? There's a button on the bottom of the screen to the right, and you know it says join, and you could become a member, and you know you get access to all the previous after show debriefs too. They're all in the playlist on this channel that says the Chicken Coop. And also, if you want to join us, the link is in the description of this video here. That's how you get to the after show debrief. And you know what? Come to think of it, you can just click that link and then it'll say, oh, you need to become a member. How do you become a member? Whatever. And then you do it, right? Oh, crap. I do want to show one thing before we leave. I'll do it. Before we totally wrap it up, Faux Quaker did another remix. We are going to play it on this one just so that, you know, he gets a bit of shine here and it's not just, you know, only going to be an after show debrief thing, because I don't know if he's making these thinking to himself. They only show it on the after show debrief. Nobody's going to see it. Show it to the public, you know? All right, we'll show this next one. Now, but before we get to that, we'll kind of close on that. If you don't want to join and become a member, no big whoop. Although Max Mayer just became a member, so welcome aboard. We got to take Max to the max. We're going to make it big for Max. We're going to make it maximum for Max. You know, isn't that right, Maxime Lampron? And anyway, if you want to see clips of our show, then highlight clips. Well, first of all, big thank you to Jason Odd. You might know him as Weird Artifacts. You see him in the comments right there. And you can he makes the highlight clips. Weird Artifacts is the name of his band if you want to check out his music. Just type in Weird Artifacts music or band or whatever on whatever search bar you want to do, and you know you can come across his music. But yeah, he makes the highlight clips and they're really funny, and you can check out those highlight clips at a separate YouTube channel that's Chicken Coop Show, or the Instagram account is probably maybe a better spot even, is Chicken Coop Show on Instagram. Thank you to Gemma and Cami for their help with maintaining those accounts. And thank you to Chicken Jessica for his help behind and in front of the scenes. And
my pleasure.
And thank you to you all for tuning in and giving it a shot. And Raphael, I hope this lived up to some sort of expectation in some way or another. And like I said, in a few weeks when Laura's back, you're going to really get blasted hard. And then thank you to the regulars here. It's nice to see you people. It feels like a good group of, all of us are kind of choir dudes hanging out. It's how I think of it. We're all men hanging out with each other and really having fun. That's what I feel like about all you people, including Lulula and Dam Gina and or whatever, Gina Dam and Gemma and all you. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. You're a choir dude hanging out with us, and Raphael's a choir dude too. We're all choir dudes when you get down to it. E.E. Wilson, not to be confused with G.E. Smith. E.E. Wilson, are you related to G.E. Smith? It almost sounds like E.E. Wilson kind of goes with G.E. Smith. G.E. Smith is E.E. Wilson's parallel twin, from the that Just Shirts. It's your Just Shirts improv partner, I think. Anyways, point of questions. Hey, you know what? Who knows? Point of questions might make a comeback. Just a little sneak peek about that. But okay, now let's get it. Did I say everything I needed to say on the wrap up here?
I just want to bring up again your upcoming show.
Hey, thanks so much. I appreciate that. Oh, thanks. That's a good. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, there you go. See that? See how imprisoned I keep the nipple? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to count the jacket as one layer, which is, really probably should be counted for at least 2 layers, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 cages on my nipples. So there's no way you're seeing those things,
Hell yeah.
But yeah, come on out Friday, August 15th to Tulsa, Oklahoma and Blue Whale Comedy Festivals where you get those tickets. Now, anything else I'm not mentioning?
I think that covered it. Yeah.
Hey, Justin Coleman, he watched Popular Culture for the 3rd time. I hope you're starting to pick up on some things about it. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm just saying that there is stuff. I hope you picked up on things that you didn't. Have you noticed anything that you didn't notice before? That's just something I want you to think about. You don't have to answer publicly. Because I think a lot of people are missing things. I'll just say that. In fact, I've heard one mention of something that is interesting in it, and people haven't mentioned it. I expected people to notice that easily, but they haven't. Though. Anyway, yeah, that's it right there. It's been out now for almost a couple months.
I've watched it at least 4 times.
You have not, have you?
Oh yeah.
You saw it 4 times.
Probably, yeah.
Interesting.
It's that good.
Interesting. Well, anyway, now let's Quaker. He's a regular viewer here, and he made a remix, I think, of a song that Laura and I came up with on this. I think. Oh, you haven't seen it, Raphael? Oh yeah, Raphael didn't even know who I was. Raphael, check out the special Popular Culture. Hey, look, if you're willing to tune in next week, then you definitely should check out the special.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the YouTube channel. In fact, it's on the home page of the home tab or whatever of this channel. It's an hour. Check it out and enjoy it. Now, Folk Quacker makes these remixes, and he made a remix of this thing. I think, is this a remix? I haven't heard it yet. Is it? It's a remix of the Colors Of song, or
yeah, the Colors Of, yeah.
Okay, so I sang into the beginning, Colors Of. I sang it. Laura and I came up with the song, and basically I sang it in the beginning. But I'll do a quick little recap. It goes. It was based on this commercial that we saw. It came up with this commercial. These are the colors of the Tron thing. Colors of. Fly in the pervert hand of rub things. Colors of infinite colors. So something like that. That's the idea, basically. Okay. And let's check this remix out.
Is that a little loud?
Yeah, it was a little loud. Yeah.
Let's try.
Okay, so this is a kind of a We Are the World style. Oh, that's funny. I didn't. Now I'm
Mhm.
seeing Laura in there too, and me. I am. Let's see. Laura appears to be Bruce Springsteen, I think, and I'm not placing who I am, but don't say. You don't say. Who that? Wait, is that that can't be Quince, is it?
Mm-mm.
No, it can't be. Wait, is it Bob Dylan?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe turn it down a little bit too. Okay, that's good. You can turn it up actually.
Those are the colors of the charm thing. Yes, they are. I have incredible disguises. I can fool my own mother.
Those are the colors of the Tron thing. Colors I love.
Why do I grab my crotch?
Yeah, why?
I think it happens subliminally. I am the pervert hunter of things. Colors of. I'm doing a movement and I go bam and I grab myself. It's the music that compels me to do it. And if you really look closely, colors of. I love the story of the Elephant Man. It reminds me of me a lot. Swamp things.
Paul Simon.
Infinity, when the colors change, infinity colors.
Oh, that's how it went. It went infinity colors. That's how it goes. Not infinite colors. It goes infinity colors. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Folk Quaker, for that remix.
It was really good. I love the Photoshop work.
Hey, the
there.
Photoshop work is fun. Yeah, man, we got some good shots there of yeah, it's I've always kind of wanted to be in other stuff, you know? So that's kind of a way to do that, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I always wanted to be in the 60s or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, it's a way to time travel.
It is a way to
Photoshop
travel.
yourself.
Photoshop is a great way to time travel. If you guys are interested in time traveling, just do Photoshop.
Mhm.
All right. We'll see you next week, Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, or we'll see you in a little bit. Hopefully you make it over. I hope Max Mayer, I hope you understand how to get to the after show debrief. Just click the link. And if you want to join the Discord for this, there's a Discord link in the description of the video also. Okay, we'll see you over there at the after show debrief. My name is Brent Weinbach. Thank you,
Chicken Jessica.
There you go. And the show is the Chicken Coop. See you in a bit, or see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.